Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down, Harvey. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Barkley. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Draw play, Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, good move. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, 4 down.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. On first down, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Nick Bosa. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
We got this.
And here now the offense heading back out there. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Looking to throw. Harvey. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw. Harvey. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defense. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
No. Off. Get him off.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harvey. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. Eric Berry, the safety, comes flying in for the sack.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott now from the 50. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get there. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, Harvey. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Harvey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Harvey. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing. Prescott. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we come upon half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harvey, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Harvey, and an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's it, baby.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
On 3rd down, Harvey. He finds Beckham, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. To throw on second down, Harvey. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, Harvey. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
2nd and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Harvey, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. He's got the connection to Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's a Johnny. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Back to throw.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. This is Ajayi. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
So now the Niners down 9-7. At time, a huge factor. They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance to these playoffs. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. And in this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it in a big way. And we can't hire anyone to help us out. So hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level. That hurts them.
As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Encroachment, defense.
So that one will be accepted. So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Encroachment, defense.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.